What's up, beer drinkers? How y'all doing this week? We got another great show for you again this week. We drink some and review some beers from Samuel Smith from across the pond and also from Laughing Monk Brewery out there in good old sunny California. Actually, this week I think they have a big old storm rolling through, but usually it's sunny. Then in our beer news, we give a fond adieu to Rogue Ales from Newport, Oregon. Man, they've been around since I started this thing, and they were one of the top draws back in the day in California. So, how the mighty have fallen. Hopefully, someone can pick them up and keep brewing that dead guy ale, because that was a Maibach. That was spectacular beer. And then we have Coach's Corner, our next installment of Coach's Corner. I think it's our second one, even though we're already in week 12 actually when this drops. And then we untap our beers, and finally in our Drunken Shenanigans we do a little Disneyland look ahead, because next week Sorcerer Chromatic and I are going to Disneyland. But fear not, I have a recording in the can that will come out, so you won't miss a beat like we did a couple weeks ago. And also in the Drunken Shenanigans, I talk a little bit more about my daughter's high school musical. So proud of her, and she's got a dance recital this week. So I'm looking forward to that, because she showed me this one move that she's been practicing. I was like, holy crap! I didn't know someone could do that. It's a move I'd never seen before. It's probably old hat to some people, but I was impressed. So I can't wait to see what the dance team has in store for us. Don't forget to follow us on Untappd and on Instagram. Search Cold Brew Podcast and friend us, and we'll friend you back. And also check out all of our other stuff. We're on YouTube. Got a few videos on there. We are also on Spotify and Apple Podcast and Podbean.com. So without further ado, it's time for another Cold Brew. Coming at you pre-recorded from Cold Brew Studios. I am Greg. He is Sorcerer Chromatic, and we're here to talk about beer.
Yes, we are.
How you doing this week, man?
Good week. Feeling better. I overdid it last week, and I just couldn't get back on my bearings to record. I needed a rest.
No, that's fine. It happens. Yeah. I notice it happens to you a lot on 49er home games.
You know what though? I hate to say it. It's because I think I just stopped drinking too early. I go hard at the tailgates, and then I stop, and I don't drink during the games anymore. And I just get home and I'm just zonked out. And don't get me wrong, I hydrate. I do the electrolytes with my water and stuff. It just it's like, no, man. I hate to say it, like, I wonder if I just keep on going, just like not hard, but just sipping, like I wouldn't start crashing,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Just
we'll
grab
work
a
on
beer
that.
and just baby sips throughout the game, like nurse it. Maybe if you ask for put a nipple on it next time.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
No, glad to have you back though, and time to talk about some beer. So you ready?
Yes.
All right, so today I'm still going with the All Nut November. I introduced that last week, even though you weren't here. I told you about it though, so you're very well aware. By the end of this month, I'm gonna look like Randy Marsh.
Oh, there you go.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. For those of you, just search Randy Marsh semen, and you'll see it. Anyway, from Jolly Old England, from Samuel Smith's. It says brewed at the old brewery Tadcaster, established 1758. I have their nut brown ale. This is an old one as far as like I know it's 1700s, but this has been around as far as imports go for a long time, right? You've had this before back in the day, right?
Let me see it.
Samuel Smith's Nut Brown Ale. It used to be in a.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it was in a bottle, but now it's
Good
in a
old Sammy
can.
Smith.
Right. Doesn't he have that one song, Unholy? And it
Is
comes in
that him?
it comes in it looks like a 16-ounce can, but it's actually a 14.9 ounce can, or 440 milliliters for all of you into why can't I think of the scale?
Weights and measures.
Yeah.
Metric.
Metric, there you go. I don't know. I was just
Yeah.
thinking Celsius and centigrade, but that's the temperature side.
Okay, no, I get metric, but why 440? You know, why not 450 or 400? You know.
Yeah. Yeah, right. 500 makes sense, or 400. Yeah, nice even round number. I have no idea. Those
Yeah.
those Brits are on their own.
It's metric. It's metric, but it's 427 milliliters. You know.
Yeah, right. 427. Yeah. 440 though does match up nicely with I think it's the A note on a piano is 440 megahertz.
Oh yeah, the Hertz. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Hertz tuning fork thing.
Yep. Anyway, back to the beer. Nut brown ale brewed with well water. The original well at the old brewery, sunk in 1758, is still in use, with the hard well water being drawn from 85 feet underground. Best barley, malt, yeast, and aromatic hops fermented in stone Yorkshire squares to create a relatively dry ale with a rich nutty color and palate of beech nuts, almonds, and walnuts. 5% alcohol by volume, best served around 55 degrees Fahrenheit or 13 degrees Celsius. Ingredients are water, malted barley, yeast, cane sugar, hops, and carbon dioxide, and it's registered with the Vegan Society, suitable for vegans and vegetarians. So
Suitable for vegans and society.
that's right. Yorkshire squares, those they look like cool ships. So they're big, huge. I looked it up because I'm like, I was wondering if it was if it was an open vat, and that's exactly what it is. Here, I have a picture of it for you, so you can see.
Yeah.
So
The old hot tub.
all frothy and everything.
Yeah.
Like you and Uncle Elroy, right?
I wouldn't go that far, but yes.
All right. Anyway, yeah. So without further ado, pop off. Or yeah. What do you got?
I have a beer that keeping the tradition of Oktoberfest going. I have from Laughing Monk Brewing their Holy Hell.
Nice.
The German style Hell's Lager.
Oktoberfest all year.
Yes. The German style Hell's Lager. Not too much on this bad boy. It is 4.8% ABV. So a little bit modest on the ABV scale, which is not bad. Nice change up. And it just says, do not age. Enjoy fresh no matter what happens.
All right.
Right?
Nice.
Without any further ado, pop off. And then real quick, you know how Laughing Monk has their iconic monk kind of laughing over his shoulder?
Yeah.
And then occasionally they'll modify it to fit the beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is one of those cases. It's slightly modified. It's got the little German hat on. I don't know not really a fedora, more like I think it's called a tribly, but that little brim around the whole hat crown, and then it looks like he's got the strap from the lederhosen, over his shoulder.
Oh yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so he's dressed like an Oktoberfest participant.
Very nice.
Traditional.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see it. It's almost like a pork pie hat. But not really. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I think you're probably right. That's probably the name of the tribly. I don't know. I don't know my hats.
Yeah. All you know is the derby.
The derby. I come to realize a lot of a lot of cowboys used to wear derbies, more so than the 10-gallon Stetson style hat, like back in the day, because it was more of a practical hat.
Huh? I didn't realize it.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I've been doing a lot of audiobooks about the Old West.
Huh. Well, I mean, the cowboy hat just offers more shade, right? That's what the brim is.
Yeah.
360 big flappy brim. Okay, let's not get too sidetracked. We'll get sidetracked later.
Okay. All right. So this my first initial thoughts on the Samuel Smith. The smell it smells really sweet and malty sweet, huge. Like almost quite there to, or not quite. What do I want to say? Not quite the stoutish, but it does have like a kind of a roasty. There you go. It's roasty more than a roasted. A roasty note to it, and then you drink it, and you have really huge malt notes. Very roasty, toffee, a little bit of caramel. I know it's got cane sugar in it, so it is sweet. As far as the malty sweetness and a little bit of the perceived sweetness, like sugary sweetness. So I can see why this has been around for so long. It's a really good beer. It's almost like England in a can. You know, if to pardon the hyperbole, but I mean, they were the English were one of the first to roast their malts and roast it consistently, and they came up with the roasting kiln and everything. So of course they're going to be the best at it. I would at least in a traditional sense, the best at it. So really good beer, awesome beer. I don't know if you remember the last time when you had it. But yeah, I definitely go check it out. You know, you can buy it at Total Wine or Bevmo. They're always there on the shelf. Just make sure you look at the can. I forgot. This one says June 14th, 2025. So it's not too old. It's not like it's been there a year.
Yeah, and then too, the multi beers tend to last or don't change profile anyway.
Yeah, like the hoppy beers. Like if you wait too long, then you're gonna get a big drop off. But multi beers usually hold up quite a while.
Indeed. All right. Well, when we were talking about your beer, I was sipping mine, and I'm digging it. It's for a lager, for a German style. It's pretty light color, light body, light mouthfeel. Still bready. Not bitter, no hoppy notes. It just like a nice day crusher lager, and I'm digging it. I'm here for it. At least
That's
today.
Right. All right, so we will rate our beers later on during our Untappd portion of the show. Don't forget to follow us on Untappd and search Cold Brew Podcast and friend us, and we'll friend you back. But right now, it's time.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Sorry. I was going to say, aromatics are there, but to be obvious, it smells like beer. Nothing crazy, nothing floral, sweet, or out of the ordinary.
Or hoppy.
It smells good old beer. Yeah.
All right. Forgot where I was. I was on a roll, and then you totally derailed me. But it's time for some beer news. All right. This story comes to us from the Faline Blavity or Blavity, but it's probably everywhere right now. This is just the first story that I found online regarding one of the old stalwarts of the West Coast beer scene. Has closed its tap rooms. I'm talking about the one and only Rogue Brewery.
Damn.
I know. Popular Oregon brewery Rogue Ales is closing its locations due to struggling sales and a massive amount of debt. Rogue's representatives met with the city officials on Friday to announce their decision to close the business, Oregon Live reported. Rogue, which has operated in Newport, Oregon since 1989, now owes more than $500,000 in rent to the port of Newport, according to Oregon Live. The business has been renting its 47,000 square foot location from the port to house its brewery from the port to house its brewery, warehouse, and restaurant. In addition to the $545,000 it owes to the Port of Newport, Rogue Ales also owes $21,738 to Lincoln County per KATU2. A spokesperson for the Port of Newport, it just sounds funny to say.
I know. Keep saying port.
Yeah.
What's the throwing around all the money they owe too? Come on, man. Just say they owe some money. Jeez.
Yeah. Right. To the cent. Port of Newport told the news station that the brewery had a hard time catching up and were just not able to make a comeback as sales declined. My understanding is that Rogue, along with most breweries, have been struggling since COVID. Port of Newport's executive director, Paula Miranda, said per KATU2. Since their main brewery is here in Newport, they will shut down all their operations everywhere. According to the Port of Newport Commission, that's hard to say, man. It's just saying it all over and over again. According to the Port of Newport Commission meeting agenda from October 28th, Rogue Ales was trying to pay $25,000 per month to the city. Ash Berryhill, a customer who frequented the brewery, is among the many people who were shocked to find the business is closed. I had no idea that they were in trouble, and I'm super bummed, Berryhill told KATU2. It is one of the many things in the neighborhood that's just like closed super abruptly. Local employees who work at some of the shops that carry Rogue products also reacted to the news. Kind of like taking down a large giant, Belmont Station sales associate Ryan Jacks said, there were so many locations, they're like worldwide available, and they've been around forever. I don't know about worldwide, but they have a large footprint. Some of the former employees from Rogue Ales went to social media on Friday and said that they had received sudden message from the company telling them all locations are closing. According to the employees, the company didn't provide severance pay. Oh, I mean, they could barely even pay their rent. How are they going to pay severance?
Right? Again, throwing around their shortcomings.
Right.
Financially, I'm not trying to make fun of it. I just kind of like, you hardly get dollar amounts unless it's like something plain, like, you could say over, $200,000 or something like that,
Yeah,
like,
right.
You don't have to start breaking down who they owe what to.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Like I said, they were one of the stalwarts in the West Coast beer scene all over the place. So no more beard beer for you, by the way. I know you like the beard beer. And then no more what do you call it? Bat Squatch. No more Bat Squatch for you. But yeah, I mean, the Dead Guy Ale, that was their best one. I see a future where they get maybe bought by someone, or they at least the main brewery, and then they hold on to a couple of their major brands or main brands like Dead Guy Ale.
Too, you did send me that story about them that they were closing in, and I just mentioned to my wife, I go, hey, you remember Rogue Ales? And she said, oh yeah, I know them. And then like, oh, they're closing, and she's just like, oh, she was disappointed. And I'm not calling my wife a casual, because she's been to a lot of events with us, but she just remembers them and she knows of them, although she doesn't drink them religiously. She just is kind of like, oh yeah, when she remembers them from when she first started going to events with us.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
so.
Yeah, when we go to like the San Francisco ones, and they were always one of the bigger show up, tents or tables there.
No, for sure.
They were always pushing the envelope. Remember that Voodoo Donut series they had with all the different donut-inspired flavored beers?
Yeah, I remember too. Yeah. Speaking of which, social media, Twitter, they kind of got little sassy with you, if you will.
Oh yeah, dude, that was such a long time ago. I forgot what even happened.
But yeah, go to our Twitter page. It's like our third Twitter.
Yeah, third one ever.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, so
also third one down from the top too. So hey, the circle's complete.
Right. So yeah, just it's unfortunate. There's a lot of, but like we mentioned before, there's a lot of breweries closing, especially big ones that are laden with debt. Like 21st Amendment was the other one that we talked about, and there's a lot more. There's a smaller ones that have been closing in the last year or two, and there's probably going to be more. It's not the end. There's going to be quite a few more, and it's going to whittle down to Probably, I'm gonna see. They got the peak was around 9,000, right, or maybe even 10,000. It's probably gonna scale back to about 6 or 7,000. 6, 7, please, thank you. 1,000 breweries probably, and then once it settles down, then it'll start growing incrementally. But it won't be the same golden age as it was 4 or 5 years ago.
I could
Actually,
agree with that.
I'm sorry, not 4 or 5
6
years
or
ago.
7 years ago.
Yeah, no, really 6, 7 years ago, because 4 or 5 years ago was the pandemic. So yeah, there was nothing growing then. All right. That's all I have. So do you know what that means?
I think I do.
It means it's time for our. But it's not my favorite event or my favorite segment because it's your favorite segment. It's my favorite segment because it's about football. It's time for the next update of Coach's Corner. Hold on.
Keep it real up in the field, right?
Dang, where did we leave off? Was it week 4? Week 5?
Week 5, I think.
Okay. All right, guys. So here we go. By the time this show drops, week 12 would have ended already? No,
week 11.
Week 11 would have ended already. Yeah. Week 11 would have ended already. So we are a little behind, if you will, but still keeping at it. So, Coach's Corner, contestants in alphabetical order. And first up is reporting with the Las Vegas Raiders and their coach, Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
They've been rough sledding since week 5. They won versus Tennessee, but then they go home, or I'm sorry, they win at home versus Tennessee. Then they go on the road to Kansas City and get spanked 31-0.
Mm-hmm.
They have the bye week, which they barely pulled that off. Then they lose at Jacksonville in overtime. I think you have the overtime score wrong though. You can't score 10 points in overtime.
Oh yeah. I do have it wrong. My bad.
And then they lose to Denver in a terrible game, by the way. That game was so bad.
Yeah,
It's
10-7.
Like, I don't even know how. Yeah, I don't even know how Denver has their record. They play down to their competition, but they still win.
Right. Yeah, they do, huh?
All right. So putting them 2-7 on the season, and I just want to make a note that you could call it a feather in their hat because one of their 2 wins is against New England, who's really dominated this year.
Yeah, that week 1's always screwy though. I changed it. It was
anything happened.
Yeah, that overtime win was by 1. It was 30-29, so it was the number right next to it.
Right.
Because remember they went for 2 instead of going for the tie. So hats off to Pete Carroll for at least trying.
Oh yeah, that's right. They went for 2 and then they got shut out.
Yep.
And yeah, they were rolling Jacksonville too. I mean, well, in overtime or fourth quarter, the pros play the prevent, but pros could pick underneath the whole damn length of the field and do what they need to do. So
correct.
Yeah. Let's see. Speaking of which, Jacksonville, Liam Cohen. All right, they lost to Seattle at home.
Yeah.
Then they host the Rams and get spanked by them. And then too, like the Raiders, they get a bye week. Then they go to Vegas and pull one out in overtime. You need to fix that score too. And then they turn around and lose to Houston. They turn around and lose to Houston 36-29. So the Jacksonville Jaguars are 5-4 on the season. Still staying afloat, probably in the playoff hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And Liam is making what you call? Oh, yeah, that was a losing quarter schedule right there. So
yeah,
see what they could do. Next up, the Jets.
The New York Jets?
Since week 5. So, yes, since week 5. They lose to Denver. Again, Denver playing down. Denver won 13-11. Then they lose to Carolina 13-6. So, hey, all you need is 13 points to beat the Jets.
It seems like it.
Yeah. Then they go and they pull off a win in Cincinnati 39-38. And is that when Flacco started? Was that the Flacco game?
Was it Flacco or who's that other guy that they had?
Oh, it also starts with the B. It's not Burrow. It's like, I don't know. I want to say it was. Regardless, the Jets win, and then the Jets pull off another win at Cleveland. Is that when they had their fire sale too? Is that when they traded a bunch of dudes? And they still go to Cleveland and win?
No, I think it was the next week. Because that was
No, the next week was a bye.
Yeah, but that was that week because Sauce Gardner said went to bed 2-7, woke up 7-1.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So then the Jets had a bye week on week 10, and then they go and they lose on Thursday to New England.
Right, yeah.
24-17. And yeah, man, I don't think that Jefferson guy is it. Despite the fact that they won 2 games in the last 4. They're 2-8, and yeah, they still got, but they had a fire sale, right? They got like 3, or they got extra draft picks for both that Quinton Williams and Sauce Gardner. But then Garrett Wilson, the receiver?
Mm-hmm.
He's on IR and probably going to be on the rest of the year too. So
right.
I don't know. They're it's like they hit the reset button.
Right. Hey, you're right. That was the Joe Flacco game, the Jets and Bengals.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Moving on. Chicago Bears, Ben Johnson. All right. Well, week 6, they go to Washington and win 25-24, redeeming that loss from last year with the Hail Mary.
Right.
And then they host New Orleans and win. Then they go to Baltimore and lose.
Uh-huh.
Then they go to Cincy and win 47. I'm sorry, 47-42. So that was a shootout.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah, that was that late minute touchdown by Loveland. Remember?
Right. Oh yeah, that was crazy. Because didn't the Bears have 3 scores to come back and win? Like a bunch of unanswered points. What I'm saying.
Yeah, no, the Bengals did. I thought the Bengals. Oh, it was a wild game. It was back and forth, and then at the end, that 13 seconds left or some shit across the middle. They were just trying to get into scoring position or field goal position, and he ended up breaking 2 tackles and scoring a touchdown. That was fucking wild.
It's like I was there.
Thank you.
And then they beat the Giants 24-20. So the Bears are 6-3, and they're looking good in their division, at least.
I think they're in first place, right?
Are they?
I'm looking at it right now. NFC North. They're tied. They're tied for first with the Lions. I don't know who has the what do you call it? Let me see. I'll look to see who has the tiebreaker, and that would be the Lions have the tiebreaker right now because of
they got stomped at Detroit. So
yeah, the head-to-head,
early in the year. Yeah, not sure when they go back, but they haven't played Green Bay yet. So 2 more games against Green Bay could really settle their standings.
Right.
Quick
Yeah.
game.
Coming up, they have Steelers, Eagles, then Packers, then Browns, and Packers again, and then 49ers, and then Lions the end of the year. So that
Okay.
last game might mean a lot more than I thought it was going to mean at the beginning of the year. Next.
Moving on.
Yeah.
New Orleans Saints. Kellen Moore. Let's see. So week 6 going back, they lose to New England 25-19.
Mm-hmm.
They lose at Chicago. They host the Buccaneers and lose bad.
Yep.
They go to the Rams and lose bad. Then they host Carolina and win 17-7,
Yeah.
putting them at 2-8.
And that was a weird. The reason that Carolina win was weird to me was because Carolina beat Green Bay the week before.
Right. I thought Carolina was getting something together.
Yeah, in Lambeau of all places, which is not an easy place to win, but it wasn't like 2 degrees outside.
No, definitely not. Okay, moving on to your boy Brian Schottenheimer
Minshatsky?
and your closeted fandom Dallas Cowboys. Let's see.
No negativity.
Yes, we're going week 6. They go to Carolina and lose 30-27. They host Washington and win big. They go to Denver and lose big. Oh yeah, that game was terrible too.
Yeah.
As far as a football game. And then they go to Arizona and lose. I never realized that.
Yeah. Yep. That was a kick in the balls, man. I think that was the Monday night game.
Was it?
Which I didn't see because I don't get ESPN right now. Oh, actually, I got it back. Because I have YouTube TV. So I've been watching dots on the screen on Monday night. But that Carolina loss, that was the Rico Dowdle revenge game.
Oh yes, of course. We're all waiting for that.
He was like, I think he had I want to say he had almost 200 yards total offense and like a million touchdowns.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What position he play?
What?
Is he a running back?
Yeah. He's a running back.
Oh.
He took the starting job over Chuba Hubbard.
Oh, okay. What's it called? Oh, and then they had week 10. They had a bye. So they're hyping up. The next game though is Dallas at Las Vegas on Monday night. That's gonna be interesting. All right, then rounding up the Patriots and Mike Vrabel. Man, they are coming. Week 6, they go to Buffalo and win 23-20. They come home and win versus New Orleans 25-19. They go to Tennessee and stomp them out. They host Cleveland and beat them decisively. Then they have a close one against Atlanta on week 9, 24-23. And then another win at Tampa, 28-23. And then Thursday night, you need to update that. They just won against the Jets, 24-17. So, man, they've been all wins, putting them at 8-2 in the season, and they got something going. I mean, Drake May's playing nice. I mean, young quarterback, Vrabel. I mean, dang, I still think Tennessee cut bait too soon. And then wasn't he? Where was he? He's with the Browns, right? Was he with the Browns or with the Bengals last year?
Who's that? I'm sorry, I was paying attention. Vrabel? No, he was out. Yeah. He was waiting to get a spot.
No, he was a coordinator.
Oh, he was? Oh,
wasn't he a coordinator last year? I that's what I heard a sports talk guy say.
Oh, they said that?
Or was it before? Or was it before he was with the Titans?
Mike Vrabel, because he got let go from the Titans, and I thought he was just waiting for a head coach spot because he's like, "Fuck this, I ain't gonna be a second banana to anybody."
No, but he was still working though. That's what I thought.
Oh, he was. It says coaching and personnel consultant, so he was consulting for the Browns.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't mean anything. They just give him a paycheck, basically.
But I mean, he was in the building. Is my point, or is the point? Yeah.
I don't know how often he was in the building, but yes, he was. And it was 24-14. That was my bad on the score there. As far as the Jets, New England, but they're in first place. They got the number 1 seed right now in the AFC.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and real quick to remind listeners, I only give scores when it's less than a possession. So if it's a blowout, I really don't announce it. It's kind of save time and just let you know how close some of these games were.
Mm-hmm.
And then, is it happy to announce or kind of sad to announce that there's a new participant in the game?
Mm-hmm. In the coach's corner, yep. New coach in the corner.
Kafka.
Yeah, yes. Kafka Dreams.
Mike Kafka. Yes. He's taking over for the New York Giants, who let go Brian Daboll.
Yep.
Real quick, Daboll was there for like 4.5 seasons, and his record, I thought it was interesting. It was 20, 40, and 1.
Huh. 20, 40, and 1, huh?
So that's like batting 333, right? He'd be an all-star.
Yeah. Yeah, he is batting 333. Interesting thing about Kafka, I looked it up and I talked about it last week. I just mentioned it briefly, but he came up through the Chief system. So he's an Andy Reid. He's on the Andy Reid tree.
You know, the disciple?
Yeah.
Makes him like a second cousin to Shanahan.
Something like that, yeah. What do you call it? Second cousin twice removed.
Yes. Yeah, so I mean, you know, we really didn't say it, but you know, talk about the hot seat, and I definitely was going to say Dable's on the hot seat. Well, at least last week, or even when we started talking about hot seats. And then here's another one for you. You know, I really think Mike McDaniel's on the hot seat because you know they fired the GM like on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And you know, when they get the new GM, when they get the new GM, the new GM's going to want his own head coach.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder if they're just holding on to McDaniel so like he won't go and be an assistant to like, you know, another team, especially like in the division or just, you know, kind of could particularly, I'm not saying that the Dolphins are playoff ready, but just kind of to undermine what they have going on. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's almost like they're keeping them just to keep them away from other people. Because like, you know, kind of like Saleh, when Saleh got fired, he went to Green Bay and kind of was a special assistant, you know?
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
What if he got fired and he came to San Francisco and to be an advisor or even, I forgot who said it, but someone suggested a sports talk guy suggested even like Houston, where, you know, he knows D'Amico Ryans from coaching with the Niners too, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That it's a lot closer than any other spot. You go.
Although that's kind of insulting though. Oh,
I'm
saying that's kind of insulting that'd be insulting for D'Amico to do that. Cause he's got an OC. It's like, hey, it's like what the OC be like, you don't trust me. You want this guy. Whereas if Kyle did it, like Kyle's like, no, this is my boy, you know, this is him and I worked together for years. It's all good, you know, versus,
it makes sense.
Versus D'Amico trying to say, hey, you know, do your job because I already got your replacement in the building.
You go back in the Dolphins though, they get blown out by the Browns 31-6, but then they turn around and they blow out the Falcons 34-10. Like, okay, maybe he still wants his job. Then they lose to the Ravens 28-6, but you know it's the Ravens. You know they're a juggernaut, or not a juggernaut, but they are a quality team. But then, so you're like, oh, okay, here it is. It's about to drop the hammer. Here we go. Then they blow out the Bills 30-13, and you're like, well, we can't fire them after they just beat. Yeah, nobody did.
Right.
And you're not going to fire a guy after beating the Bills 30-13. So I think they're just waiting for one more week. So they're like, we got to fire someone. All right, let's fire the GM.
Right.
So, but I think you're right. I think they are holding on to him. I don't know if it's for exactly the reason you're saying it. I'm sure that's part of it, but I think they're holding on to him because, like, what else are they going to do? Maybe they don't like who the next interim might be. So it's like, we still have to pay this guy. Let's just make him live out his contract, and then at the end of the season, then we'll let him go.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, firing early, in my eyes, it only sets you up to kind of tank, if you will. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It gives you the excuse to tank because a lot. It's not just moving from 12 to 7 in the draft or 12 to 5 in the draft. It's also from the 12th pick to the 5th pick in every round. So it's slotting your team to improve all around. You hope to get a couple starters every year, so why not have higher rated starters, right?
Yeah, coming into the out of the draft or into the draft.
Yeah, but you're right, because a lot of these coaches are making great money, and on top of that, they're getting more guarantees. Where even though you fired them, you still got to pay them, and even if they catch on somewhere else, I know that's the new trend, and I know Shanahan has it where so in the past, okay, so let's just use simple numbers and lower numbers. But say in the past you were making, your annual salary was about $5 million a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you get fired after, say you have a 5-year deal. Say you get fired after year 3. So for 2 more years, they owe you at least $10 million, probably more because of scaling the pay, the pay and stuff like that. But
yeah,
the thing is, if you catch on somewhere as a coordinator, and then say a coordinator, they're making, and again, nothing to scoff at, but just using easy numbers. Let's just say you're making $1 million at a year as a coordinator.
Yeah.
So that $1 million would just offset what you're getting. So that your old franchise would just only pay you the $4 million difference from your 5 that you should have got. But now coaches are getting 100% fully guaranteed. So it doesn't matter if you fire me, you still got to pay me everything.
Right. And I think that's why.
But in the coaching,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's why they're holding on. But in the coaching scheme, though, it's like, I don't know, even if you're a top tier coach, I think the upper end is what, like 15, 17 million right now?
Oh,
it's like,
I can't even guess. I don't know.
I'm just saying, there's still players making 40, so it's not like it's not like your biggest ticket,
Mm-hmm. And that's an old argument on why coaches lose rooms, because you're talking to players who make 4 or 5 times more than you, and if you can't hold them, if you can't hold their attention, then you're going to lose the locker room, and then they might as well just get rid of you and bring in someone new. So I think maybe McDaniel still holds the locker room in some sense.
Yeah.
All right.
He does. I mean, I like the guy. I like him. I like his story. I mean, he came up, with our guy Kyle. So it just, at the same time, I kind of felt he got tapped a little too early. But hey, who am I to tell a guy not to go make $1?
Yeah, and he came in and started doing stuff and started winning. So it's like, oh, maybe he's got it. But then, unfortunate series of injuries and stuff like that kind of also hurt his early start to his legacy anyway.
Yeah, I mean, no, I get it. The whole Tua thing. I mean, his injuries, and then sometimes you question his talent. And is it because of the injuries as well? Because let's be honest, it's more head injuries than like an arm or a leg injury. So it makes you kind of think what's going on.
Right. All right, you ready to move on?
So wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Say any other possible
Oh, let me look at the list real quick. Where am I here? Go
Your
ahead.
boy Gannon, you think he might be on the hot seat?
I think so, but at the same time, it's like they need to give him a good quarterback. He needs a good quarterback before you can really pin the blame on him 100%. But at the same time, the Cardinals aren't known for their organization anyway, are known for their smart moves, so they might get rid of him.
Yeah.
You think the guy down in who's the coach? Kellen Moore is probably going to get another year at least, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's his first year.
Yeah. Dan Quinn, because even before Jaden McDaniels went out, they were doing that great.
You know, I was gonna say that. Just throw it out there. Like, you know, he had a great year last year. Their defense was solid, and just, you know, the time goes on, a year goes on, or you know, the team flips. You know,
Mhm.
they got a lot of money invested on the offensive side of the ball now with Debo, and I think they re-upped McLaren too. So it's just kind of like, you know, they need to do something before they have to start paying Daniels in his you know, is Kingsbury going to be the one to push him out? You know,
Right? Yeah.
because
Yeah. He
you know
might.
that's the thing is like they risk losing both. You know, if they fire Quinn, is it Quinn or Quinn? No, it's Quinn.
Quinn.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
fired Dan. Yeah, Dan. If they fired Dan Quinn, and they got to start next. You know, and they don't get Kingsbury versus like, hey Kingsbury, could we lock you in because we're going to fire this guy? You know,
Yeah.
if they basically what I'm saying is it doesn't mean that Kingsbury is going to stay for another head coach. You know,
Right. Right. Um.
and then let's see
Maybe
who else.
Brian Callahan from the Titans.
No, it's only a second year.
Yeah. I
You know,
mean,
like
I'm just
even
throwing
like
it
I
out there.
yeah, or even the Panthers guy. I wouldn't throw him out yet.
Oh, Canales.
Yeah,
What about
but you know
Cleveland?
I
Who's the
might. Well, you know who might though is the Vikings guy.
Oh, KOC?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
maybe.
O'Connell, right?
Yeah, O'Connell.
Is that O'Connell? Just because I mean, you know, they let Darnold walk, and they're not doing as well with the young guy. So, and that might be a higher up where the GM made the wrong choice. So they get a new GM in there, and it's like, is the GM going to be the assistant to the head coach, or he's going to be the ruler of the whole team? You know?
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, let's wait and see. But I think those teams right there are really all in question, and maybe even Pete Carroll. Maybe
Yeah, I'd
they're
say
maybe
Pete Carroll too, because obviously Gino's not it,
right. Yeah, and
and yeah, just a whole reboot, restart. I mean, either that or Tom Brady's gonna have to suit up and get up there, you know.
maybe he'll throw on a trade his headset for a headset.
Trade his headset for a radio helmet.
No, I just meant be on the sideline, be a
Oh,
coach.
coaching. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Great coach's corner. Always great to see what
Yeah.
they're doing. We'll come back in a couple weeks, or maybe we'll wait to the end of the year. We'll see. Since we held off so long. See how it goes. Play it by ear.
Yeah.
All right, man. How's your beer
Hey,
treating you? Yeah, go ahead.
real quick before that. Speaking of coach's corner, you just want to acknowledge the passing of John Bean. I don't know if you heard about him.
Oh, the last chance you guy?
Yeah. So last chance you coach was sadly murdered on well, he passed away Friday, but I think it happened on Thursday evening. He
Yeah.
was shot. They say in the head, but you know, last chance you I heard about it. I heard about it and I never watched it until I finally decided to watch it. And it's like this the third and fourth season are the ones that really got me. That's the one with the crazy coach from Compton out in Kansas. And
Oh yeah,
those are
I've
good.
heard of that.
Yeah. Those are good. And then the next year, they switch up and they come to Laney in Oakland.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm burping, but I'm not choked up. I'm just burping, but I do feel for this guy. And gosh, his style and his demeanor was so different. You know, the guy, you know, the other guy, Coach JB, he was just a madman. You know, just crazy. Where this guy was the, you know, he was the calm ship in the storm. You know,
Yeah.
he worked with guys, and he worked with the community of Oakland, and even stuff the guys like Marshawn Lynch. You know, he went to high school in Oakland, and Beam was never his coach, but he would do, like, you know, summer camps for all the high school kids and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
in a way, he still was around for players that never went to his school or his program because they were just younger, and he was involved. So, you know, if you go back and watch his season or read more about this guy, it's just one of those, you know, one of those guys that made sports a pillar of the community, and
Right.
especially an underrated one. So, you know, rest in peace. Sad story. John Beam, who shows why sports are positive for young people.
Yeah. And yeah, he was, I mean, from what I read about him, yeah, he was exactly like you said. You didn't have to be part of his school for him to care about you and want you to succeed. And the world needs more guys like that.
And, you know, that's the thing. He knew where he was in the scope of coaching football. Like, you know, he didn't want Marshawn Lynch. He wanted Marshawn Lynch to be at a better spot. But hey, the kids he did got, it's like, hey, you don't qualify to go to a big school. You're here. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Gear up. Let's get out in the field. Let's work. You know, let's get you where you need to be. You know, that was his attitude. Football. You know, yeah. So,
R.I.P.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean, I'm only interested to see what made this guy do that. You know, what's going on with his life where he had to do something like that.
I know, right? To take away someone so positive, a bright light in the world.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Yeah, so my last swig of beer is to him. So what John Beam, is that his name?
Yes, like Jim Beam, only John.
His brother.
Yes, they're brothers.
Yeah, one went to made spirits, the other one coached football.
Thanks.
All right, so how's your beer treating you, man?
Good. God. Enjoyed it.
So you had, what is it called, Monktoberfest?
No, it's called Holy Hell.
Oh, that's right, Holy Hell. Because I was looking when we took a little pause for the cause when you were out. I was like, what was it called again? I'm like, oh yeah, Oktoberfest by Laughing Monk. I go, oh, here's Monktoberfest. Maybe that's what it was called. Holy HE double hockey sticks. There's a lot of them. Let me go to Laughing Monk. Holy hell. There it is. Found it. All right. Let's see. What would you like to rate this at?
I'm going to give it a 3.5.
Okay. That's pretty good. It has an overall rating right now of 3.79. One of our friends has checked in and rated at 3.25, and that would be Aztec 77. He had it back in 2021 at, of all places, Sarah's Vineyard Wine Tasting and Wine Shop.
Oh. That was my second guest.
Yeah, right. Where's that? Oh, it's in Gilroy. All right, so 3.50. What notes would you like to leave?
Oh, geez. Light.
Yeah.
Crisp. And refreshing. Save and check in. All right, mine is Samuel Smith's Nut Brown Ale. I finished it. It was good, man. I liked it. I wonder if it was because it was a little on the sweet side. Probably is more because it's a little bit more on the roasty side. That's what I noticed about it when I first inhaled, and that's what I liked about it in the finish. Like, you know, when you're waiting for your next, or you're pacing yourself, you don't want to be chugging it the whole time. One of the
aspect I like of the finish was the roastiness of the malt. So right now has an over. Oh, I'm gonna give it a 4. I liked it. It was an overall rating right now of 3.60, and 6 of our friends have rated it for an average of 3.86, including Mike P gave it a 4. John W gave it a 3.9. Rachel B gave it a 3. A little harsh on from Rachel. K&M gave it a 3.75, and Jace just checked in. Oh, Eric Stump gave it a 4.5. He's a big fan. Big fan. Gotta give it a 4. And I'm going to say it is roasty because that's the adjective I've been using the most. Sweet and smooth. Oops, I put seat instead of sweet. Change that to a W, save, and check in. Oh, man, so we haven't talked in a couple weeks. Anything new with you? Anything you want to bring up in our Drunken Shenanigans?
No, but we're going on vacation next week, so I'll see you soon.
Yeah, excited about that. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Wait, well, hold on. I'm trying to review.
Okay.
Last week went to a game, got blasted. This weekend, chill. Daughter's birthday weekend, it's rainy, no real party, but we're gonna celebrate next week, I guess.
Okay.
Let's see. That's about it.
All right.
Yeah, no, work is cool. Side events are cool for the most part. Yeah, we're good.
All right. My daughter had her musical this week, her high school musical. I mean, I hate to call it that just because of the whole movie franchise, but that's what it is. Yeah. It was Roger and Hammerstein's Cinderella. They had 4 shows. I went to the first one, saw the whole thing.
Hey, why do you insist on saying Rogers and Hammerstein Cinderella as opposed to another?
Because it's not the Disney one. It's none of the songs are the same. Just the characters are the same.
Okay.
Cinderella is like the only one that is the same, has the same name. Everyone else has the stepsisters are named Gabrielle and Charlotte. Evil stepmother, she's just named Madame. The prince is named Topher, short for Christopher. So yeah, everyone's got different names and stuff like that. All the songs are different. I mean, that's the biggest thing, is all the songs are different than you're used to for the Disney Cinderella. And so that's why I throw it out there, because they actually wrote it. And you know what? And I read that they wrote it. Rodgers and Hammerstein, they're very famous Broadway composers. They wrote it for TV. It was in the 50s. And then they redid it in the 70s, redid it in the 90s with Whitney Houston. And then now they redid it for Willow Canyon High School. No, it was really good as far as like the Cinderella and the Fairy Godmother. Man, they're knocked it out of the park. Cinderella sounded like one of those Disney singers, with all the singing style that you would people stereotype with Disney singers for their songs, like the old school songs, the old school animated films. She sounded like one of them. So it was good. It was fun. The whole production team was great. The students, they put in so much work, and yeah, it was great. It wasn't without its fault. There's a couple feedback moments, or a couple times the tech crew forgot to turn on the wrong mic, or if someone's mic didn't get turned on in time. Little things like that, but that's like, that's I don't know about the word I'm looking for, but who cares? It's gonna happen. But yeah, everyone did great. I'm proud of my daughter and the role she played, and it looked like she was having a lot of fun. So good times by all. And plus, I volunteered. So the first night I went and I watched the whole thing, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna volunteer, because in my mind, the way I see it is like, if my daughter was playing a sport, I'd volunteer to be like an assistant coach. Not the main guy, but just I'll bring the balls to practice, or whatever the case might be, help them run drills, stuff like that, blow the whistle. But not like too short, blow the whistle, but you know what I mean. So I was like, I'll volunteer to help, help them put on this stuff. They always ask for volunteers for concessions. So I signed up for that. I'll help sell the snacks and the popcorn and all that stuff. So I went in on Thursday and Friday and I volunteered, and it was cool because, like once, everyone goes in and the show starts, I can sneak in and watch a little bit of it and come back out for intermission. And they really needed help tonight. I wanted to watch the whole thing, but I ended up being helping with the concessions again. But I made sure to go in and watch, and made sure to watch my daughter's parts because she had a couple highlights. Like one time she did during the whole dance number, she did a cartwheel and a kickover, or not a kickover, a kick up. And or a handspring. She did a handspring.
Oh, okay.
And
Nice.
so that was I was proud of her for that. And then she also had one of her own lines of singing opposite of one of the stepsisters when she had her own number. There was a bunch of girls in the background, and they did a call and response with a couple of the different girls, and my daughter got picked to be one of them. So I was happy that she got to do that. Yeah, it was a good time. Not sure if she's gonna do it again because she got kind of burnt out with all the other activities she's been doing. So she's definitely gonna sit the next one out. But I don't know. I think she said she's gonna sit both of them out and she's gonna wait till next year. But I think maybe after seeing one out, she's gonna be like get the itch again and want to get back up there. But we'll see. We'll play it by ear. So yeah, that was that. That was fun. Yeah, what's up?
She didn't get to say, "Boy, these pretzels are making me thirsty."
No, someone else got that gig.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the 49ers playing here. I kind of wanted to go to the booster party the day before, but and my daughter didn't feel like going, so she wanted to get ready. She had to get ready for the show, and it was also raining, so it wasn't a good time to be outside today. And then next week we're gonna hook up down in Anaheim. I'm looking forward to that, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, anything you're looking forward to in particular?
I'll tell you off the air.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my daughter's grandmother asked me. My daughter's grandmother asked me if I was excited to see my family. I'm like, I kind of saw them a couple months ago. But what I'm really excited for is to watch our daughters, hang out and have fun and make memories together. So that's the part I'm looking forward to.
What'd you say?
Well, my daughter wasn't there. It was her grandmother who asked me. So
yeah.
She liked it. She thought it was sweet. She said, "Yeah, that'll be fun."
No, yeah, we're hoping that they're commingling well in the happiest place on earth. Like,
yep.
I know. I'm excited. I think they'll be fine together, and that's what we're talking about too. But or after our comments are gonna go to some drinks and food at Disneyland too. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, that's all I have for this week. So thank you for downloading yet again another Cold Brew podcast. I am Greg. He is Sorcerer Chromatic, and we'd like to wish you cheers.
Until next time.